Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. It is a Friday. This is a Zoom strengths and balance class. You will need potentially a mat. I'm going to do a couple of exercises laying on the floor, but I will give you a seated option if that's better for you. Otherwise, you will need your water. I'm doing this class on a hot and humid day, although I'm very fortunate to have AC. Still a good idea to keep hydrated. And then a set of weights. So I have a 3-pound set of dumbbells. You could use a 2, 3, or a 5, a 4. I don't know if you can even get 4s. Anything within that range is perfectly fine, or 2 evenly weighted objects from around your home. So let's stand up. You'll also need a chair. Some of our exercises will be seated, or we'll use a chair for balance support. Let's try not to yawn, and let's stand up and get warmed up. We'll jump right in. We do have children and dogs loose in the house, so if there are disturbances, there are disturbances. All right, let's stand right up. Move that chair out of the way. We're going to stand up and warm up. So regular warm up. We're going to stand and move those feet. Swinging those arms forwards and backwards. And then we're going to take our shoulders, pull them up towards our ears, and relax them down. Let's roll those shoulders. And let's go back in the other direction. Roll those shoulders forwards. Excuse me. Bring those arms out to the side. Make some wee circles here. Back in the other direction. And let's make big circles. Back in the other direction again. Good. Let's think about our posture here for keeping that chest nice and tall. Our shoulders are back and down. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. And we'll look up and ahead. Take our one foot. We're going to touch our toe and our heel. So, heel. Let's add some arm movements. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Heel, toe, heel. Let's switch to the other side. Tap your toe and your heel. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Very good. Let's pedal our heels now. So up onto one toe and then the other. Add those arms in again. Good. Whoop. Did what I'm doing. Bend both arms up, press them back. Bend, press, bend, press, bend, and press, and bend, and press. All right, let's walk those feet out. Shake those arms out. Tap our toes. You can wiggle your toes if you can. Circle those wrists. Oh my gosh, back in the other direction. And with our hands, we're going to stretch those fingers out, squeeze to make a fist. Stretch, squeeze, stretch, and squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch. Squeeze. Let's keep moving my feet a little bit too, and squeeze, and then let's tap fingers to thumb. Good. All right, let's take a deep breath. Nice big inhale. Reach up, big stretch. Exhale. Good. And again. Inhale here. Reach those arms up and exhale. One more. Big inhale and exhale. Take your right leg now. We're going to pick up that knee out to the side, step that foot down. So we're rotating this hip here, rotating outwards. Pick up that knee, bring it back in, step down. Let's do the same on that side. Knee up, bring it out, step down, up, back in, and down. Switch to the other side. Knee up, out, and down, up, back in, and down. Hold on to something for support if you need to here. Up, out, down, up, back in, down. Let's move those feet so they're about hip width, a little wider than hip width apart, and we're going to make some circles with those hips. Driving those hips forwards and back. Good. Soft knees here. Back in the other direction. Taking deep breaths. Good. All right. Now, our aim today is to finish all of this water. I'm speaking. I'm
fall into a theatre.
You got to go upstairs and get your cheetah costume if you want to do that. All right, let's grab our weights. We're going to do some squats. These can be sit to stands if you prefer, and I'll demonstrate both. So I will perform a squat and I'll show you that first. You're going to hold those weights, one in each hand, just at your sides, as if you're holding like two suitcases, two shopping bags. Send those toes out a little bit, soft knees as you stand up, and then let's sink right down into that squat. Big exhale, stand up. This is on the way down. Oh, you were busy doing something else? Or, yeah, not the iPad, just the TV. Robin, don't have an argument with me. All right, let's go. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to show you this while I. Oh my gosh, it's hard to keep your train of thought. Let me show you how this will look as a sit to stand if you prefer to sit to stand. Just going to again hold those weights at your side, feet flat in front of you. Let's push up and sit back down. Basically looks the same. All right, let's do these 8 together. Oh gosh. Hopefully no more disturbances. Turn those toes out. Hold those weights at your side, whether you're sitting or standing, and we'll do 8 of these. Sink that bum down. Big exhale, stand up. Think about squeezing our bum as we stand up. That's for you, whether you're sitting or just squatting, like doing the sit to stand or doing that full squat. We'll do one more. Good. All right, let's pop those weights down. Yes, I can help you. And we're going to do some leg raises. So you'll want to be close to your chair. I'm going to use the wall here for support. There you go. It's ready to put on. We're going to take our first leg, lift that leg out in front of you, lift that leg out to the side, and take that leg behind you. Let's do one more. Forwards, to the side, and behind. Now to the other side. Just take that leg forwards, watch the dog. To the side, and behind. And again, all the way around. Forwards, to the side, and behind. All right, let's go to that first side again. Forwards, to the side, behind, forwards, to the side, and behind, and then the other side. Forwards, side, behind, forwards, side, behind. All right, we'll do a couple more each side. Get your arms in. So let's go to that first side. We'll think about our posture here too. So standing up nice and tall, shoulders are back. Standing up nice and tall. Forwards. Moving from the hips. So not moving your upper body too much. Just moving our legs at the hip. Oh, my eyes are closed. I didn't even look at you. Okay, other side. Forwards. Oh, there's a cheetah here. Can you say hi to everybody on the camera? Forwards. No, to the side. Behind. Okay, cool. Let's stay close to whatever it is you're using for support. So whether it's just the back of the chair or you're against the wall. We're going to do some heel raises. So feet flat on the floor in front of you, about hip width apart. Really think about that posture, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Shoulders are back. And pop up onto our tiptoes. Slowly lower those heels. Good, nice and slow as you lower those feet down. We'll do two more. This one. And two. Good. All right. We're going to repeat those three exercises. First, we'll have a drink. Okay, Roots, it probably doesn't stick very well, so I'm not going to put it back on again. All right, we're going to grab our weights and we'll repeat that squat. Either the squat or the fit to stand, holding a weight in each hand at your sides. All right, soft knees to begin with, shoulders are back. Here we go. Nice and slow on the way down. Big exhale as you stand up. Three more. And one more. Pop those weights down. Let's go for those leg raises. I'm close to a wall, so I have some support here. Lift that one leg to the side and behind. Forwards to the side. Behind. Once more around. Forwards to the side and behind. We'll switch to the other leg now. Forwards, yes, Roots. To the side. Behind. Forwards. To the side. That's fine. And behind. Forwards. I can't help you set it up. You'll have to ask him to help you. To the side and behind. Let's go to the first side again. Remember, we're just moving from the hips. We're moving nice and slowly. Forwards, to the side, behind, and first side, second side. Side, behind, forwards, side, behind. Good. All right, stay where you are. Feet about hip width apart. Let's pop up onto our tiptoes. Slowly lower those feet down. Good. We'll do three more. Here's one. Two. And three. Very good. All right, let's have a drink. No, Rupert. All right, we're going to pick up our weights. Stand with those hands facing outwards, and we'll do some bicep curls. So let's get those shoulders right back. Looking up and ahead, we're going to curl up one hand, then the other. Again, one and the other. And let's do both at the same time. One and two and three. Let's do one hand and then the other. Again. Now both together for one. Nice and slow on the way down, two. And then three. Good. Let's pop one weight down. And we're going to hold that weight here at your chest with both hands. So a nice light grip on that weight. And we're going to do like a torso rotation. So you want to think about keeping your lower body, so from your hips down, nice and still, and then upper body, so from hips up, is what's going to move. So we're going to turn. My whole upper body is facing the right, and back to center. And yes, Rupert.
What's the remote for the TV?
It's right here. Right at the end there.
I found it.
I'll scrubbing to help you. All right, so you can see my upper body's moving and my lower body isn't really. You're going to move the turn so the shoulders face one direction, back to center, and back. There. If you do any golfing, you might find that this is a helpful exercise to incorporate into your routine. Just working on that upper body rotation. We're going nice and slowly. Last time. Good, very good. Let's keep hold of that one weight and we're going to take it up overhead. So straight up in the air. Bend your elbows to bring that elbow behind, that weight behind your head. And then we'll stretch those hands up to the ceiling. Keeping that spine, so that back nice and tall, so we're standing up straight. One more. Good, let's bring that weight down nice and slowly. Good. Let's have a drink and then we will repeat those exercises. All right, pick up those weights, palms to face me. Tricep curls first. We'll curl one hand, the other, one hand, the other. Now both for three. There's one, nice and slow on that way down, two, and three. And we'll repeat that. So one hand, the other hand, one hand, the other hand, and repeat the three, or both, sorry, the three. Two, and three. Very good. Let's pick up one weight, or we'll put down one weight and hold one at our chest here. Shoulders and arms are relaxed. Don't hold it so high that it's an effort, just where it kind of feels natural to hold your arms. And nice, slow rotation. Keeping that head up, you're facing forwards. So when you rotate, you should be facing to the left and then to the right. Good. Keep those knees a little bit soft. Really think about just moving that upper body. Good. Moving nice and slowly. And one side might feel easier than the other, like you can go further one way than the other way. That's okay, that's normal. Two more. There's one. And two. Good. All right. Take that one weight straight up to the ceiling. Bend those elbows to bring that hand behind you. And we'll exhale back up. Big inhale as you lower your weight. Exhale as you lift that hand up. Good. All right, drop that weight. Super, let's have a drink. And our next two exercises, the last two are going to, you can choose whether you want to be on the floor or whether you want to be seated. And I will obviously show you both options. So let's have a quick drink. All right, I will show you the seated versions first. First one, we have some seated knee raises. Chest is nice and tall. When you're sitting, there's a space between your back and the back of the chair. So you're not leaning against the chair. You're holding yourself up. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to pick up one knee, drop that foot down nice and slowly. Same on the other side. We'll just alternate sides here. Good. Second exercise, you're actually going to be standing. My chair. You'll be standing and you're going to want to hold on to something. You might want, well, the chair might be easier so that you can have something to grasp in front of you because you're going to change hands. What you'll do is lift your left knee and your right arm up like this. And then right knee, left arm. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. And then if I had a chair in front of me, I'd be like holding on with the arm that isn't moving. Opposite arm, opposite leg, raises up and goes back down nice and slowly. Looks like that. All right, people on the floor, we will get down on the floor and do these two exercises, but the floor version, and I will do them with you. Let's get down nice and slowly. And you're going to lay back here, nice and slow. We're going to pick those feet up off the floor. So your legs are in the air, knees are bent. People who are seated, let's have a seat, and you're going to start those knee raises, alternating legs. And then people on the floor, let's tap one toe and then the other. Good. Nice and slow. Tap that toe, pick that foot right back. Again, nice and slowly. One more on each side. Good. All right. I actually can't remember what the floor vision. Stay on the floor if you're on the floor. I just have to check my notes. What did I say? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so people on the floor, we're going to come up onto all fours, onto hands and knees. So you're going to walk those feet over to one side, bring those knees down, roll yourself over. Use this top hand to push yourself up. Use that bottom hand to get all the way up to seated, nice and slowly. And then you're going to turn yourself over so you are on hands and knees, so on all fours here. We're going to extend one arm on the opposite leg. So it looks like this. My right arm's going to stretch up and my left leg is going to come straight out behind me, then back to center. And then we'll switch to the other side. If you are standing, you'll remember that standing opposite arm, opposite leg raise that I showed you. You can go ahead and start that now. People on the floor, opposite arm, opposite leg, stretches out and slowly back to center. Good, moving nice and slowly. One more on each side. Is 1 and 2. Good. All right, people on the floor. You're going to turn yourself back around so you're laying down. And we'll repeat those 2 exercises. So people who are not on the floor, you can go ahead and sit down. And we're going to do those knee raises from a seated position. People on the floor got those toe taps. So legs are up in the air and we're going to tap one toe, then the other. Good, nice and slowly. Thinking about those core muscles, so pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Good, relax those feet to the floor. Bring those feet over to one side. Roll yourself over. Slowly push up. And we're going to be on all 4s. People who are seated, you can stand and we'll do this opposite leg, opposite arm raises. If you're on the floor, you'll do that from this hands and knees position. One arm and then the other. So opposite arm, opposite leg stretches out. Nice and slowly, big stretch out and slowly back to center. Last one. Good, now to come up off the floor, you can crawl your way towards your chair or simply bring 1 foot forward if you can and use that to push yourself up, which you can use like chair. So here, so slowly come up, so you're standing. And take a second to feel comfortable back on your feet again. Let's have a drink. And then we will switch to do some balance. All right, let's have those feet together. Put those feet together. Oh, just need to tilt the camera a little bit so you can see me a bit better. All right. Feet together as close as they can be. We're going to think about pressing down into the floor. So all the way from your heels through to the fronts of your feet, squishing those toes into the floor. We're standing up nice and tall, pulling that belly button in towards your spine, shoulders back. Excuse me, lifting that chest a little bit. And we're looking up and ahead. So let's reach 1 arm to the ceiling. And then the other. Relax, let's reach both arms up. And to the sides. 1 arm forward, 1 arm back. And the other way. Back to center, relax those hands and step out of that. Very good. We'll do a little bit more work similar to that. Let's take 1 foot. You're going to step it directly in front of the other. If you can't stand with those feet right in line, that's a little bit too wobbly, too much of a challenge today. Let's take that front foot out to the side a little bit here. Otherwise, we're right in line, heel to toe. Stand up nice and tall. Bend that back knee a little bit for it's a little bit easier. Push shoulders back. And we're going to raise one arm to the ceiling. And the other. Lower those arms to the sides. Bring both hands forwards. Turn your palms up, down, and up, and down, up, down, and one those palms up, face them down. Relax those arms, and then let's switch our feet around so the other foot is focused. Bend that back knee a little bit, stand up nice and tall, shoulders are back, we're looking up and ahead. And let's reach one arm to the ceiling. And then the other. Wobbly here. Both arms together. Arms out to the side. Bring those arms forward. And then we'll reach one arm back. So you have one arm forward, one arm back. Switch. Back to center, and then we're going to airplane these arms a little bit. So up and down here. Good. Relax your feet. All right, we're going to stand up nice and tall, and we'll be working on taking 1 foot off the floor a little bit here. So let's make sure that you're close to either your chair, or I'm going to use the wall here that's just off camera. So something to support you. So stand up nice and tall here. I'm going to take the weight onto my right leg. So bending my right knee a little bit, step that, I'm going to step back so you can see my feet. Step that left foot forward, and you can see my heels touching the floor here. I'll start like this and then lift it ever so slightly off the floor. So now it's off the floor a couple of inches. It's my left leg, so I'm going to lift my left arm forwards. And then if you can, you're going to reach your right arm forwards too. If you have to be holding on, that's okay. Holding on to the support of the chair or the wall, that's fine. Good, and then relax down. Let's switch to the other side. So take the weight onto that left leg, so little bend of that left knee. Step that right foot forwards, and then lift it up off the floor. I'm going to reach that right arm forwards, and then the left. I should have gone a little bit slower adding that second arm. I don't know what I was thinking about. If you're holding on to something and you can't balance with both arms up, that's okay. Hold on to whatever it is you need to hold on to. We'll hold it here for a couple more moments. And then relax. Good. We're going to keep working on the single leg. So let's take the weight back onto that right leg again, and then take that left foot up off the floor. You can, a good starting point is to touch that toe on the floor, and then when you're ready, see if you can lift that foot up. Shoulders are back, we're looking up and ahead. Let's reach one arm to the ceiling. And switch to the other. And relax both arms, and let's take both up. If you can, bring those hands together into that prayer position. We'll just hold it here for a couple of moments. If you have to use one hand to hold on, that's okay. Whoop. Can I save it? I can. All right, relax those hands. Good. So the other side now. Take the weight onto that left leg. Bend that knee a little bit and pick your foot up. Reach one arm to the ceiling. And the other. Bring those hands down to that prayer position if you can. Deep breath, good. Let's relax. Very nice. All right, we're going to move around a little bit more here next and do some of our tightrope walking. So if you remember, we take small steps where we bring our heel to our toe as much as we can. And if the gap is a little bit bigger as you work up to heel to toe, that's okay. We want to think about looking up and ahead, shoulders are back, and we're not looking down at the floor at our feet, but looking up ahead of us. So let's do that a little bit here. Heel to toe steps forwards and backwards as much as your space allows you to do. It's hard if you're not quite concentrating. Do this a couple more times. All right, let's bring those arms up. Stretch up. Bring those arms out to the sides. And hands on your hips. One more forwards and backwards, you can just hold those hands at your sides. Very good. All right, relax here. The last one for balance. Again, you might want to be close to your chair or your wall, whatever you're using for support. And we're going to tap our toe forwards, then out to the side. That toe is staying on the floor, by the way, and behind. Let's switch to the other foot. Tap that toe behind you, out to the side, and forwards. Switch again, other foot forwards, out to the side, and behind. Switch feet, tap that foot behind you, to the side, and then forwards. We'll switch to the other foot forwards. Now see if you can lift that foot up off the floor. Hold it there and then back in. Step out to the side. Can you take that foot off the floor? And bring that foot behind you now. And again, up off the floor just a couple inches. And let's switch. Other foot. Up off the floor. Step out to the side, lift that foot off the floor. And out to the front, lift that foot. Good, let's go all the way around one more time. Tap that foot forward, up off the floor. Hold it here for a second. Really thinking about relaxing with that foot that's on the floor. Step out to the side, lift that foot. And behind, lift that foot up. Good, relaxing into the floor. And switch to the other side. The This side. And forwards. Good, and relax. Great. Very good work. All right, we are ready to stretch here, I think. Let's bring that one arm across our body. And the other side. Let's relax. Interlace those fingers. We're going to push our hands away from us. Push into those hands, stretch through that chest. Good. Relax here. And let's sit down. I'm going to stretch my one leg out in front of me, my heel's touching the floor. I can't see my heel. My heel is touching the floor. My toes are pointing to the sky. I'm going to hinge at the hips and lean forwards. When I feel that stretch in the back of my leg, hold it here. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Heel touching the floor, toes to the sky. And let's hinge at the hips, lean forward. Yeah, let's sit back up, bring those feet out. We're going to bring those feet nice and wide. Turn those toes out. Take those hands on the insides of your knees and you're going to use them to push back. Keep those knees open. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Raise that chest. Take some deep breaths here. Good. Bring those feet back together. Let's stand up. Going to take our arms, reach back to the back of the room. Stretch those fingers right out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest and your head. Big stretch here through that front body. Let's take a big inhale. And as you exhale, wrap those arms around yourself. Nice tight squeeze. Pat on the back. Thank you so much for joining me, and see some of you next week. I will be doing all the Zooms next week. If those are classes that you join, it'll all be me.
Thank you. Good workout again.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.
I did.
Good. Have a great weekend and a good long weekend, got to say. Thanks, everyone.
You as well. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.